that Chevron wants to give you contract, do you have the document and certification? Do you have NUPRC approval? Do you have NIPES approval? Do you have ISO certification? You are looking at me and prophets are deceiving you that you are billionaire. When you don't have locals, no foundation, do you have pre-qualification documents? If they call you now, there is a contract. Do you have the documents, CAC documents, to be able to tackle it? You don't have. Amen. I receive. Amen. Come on, keep quiet. Keep quiet. Before preachers begin to mess up your mind, pour oil, pour salt, clear you. Sit down. Get serious with life. As you are sitting down, information on the subject matter. Do you have a registered company up to date with all your tax documents put together? Do you have it? Do you have audited account for 3 years of your company? The church is not ready. Unbelievers have all these documents. They don't know your God, but they know the principles. They don't know Jesus, but they have the principles that Jesus taught. Now, if you are truly well, you don't have these documents, how will you have money? You say you are a businessman. They ask you to send account so that they can pay you. You send Stephen Ikechukwu. Who will take Stephen Ikechukwu serious? You don't have innovations, Nigeria Limited. You don't have a limited liability company. Who will take you serious? Because as an individual, there is a limit to your personal account can carry. There's an amount that your personal account cannot carry. It has to be paid into a company. Stop seeing yourself as a person. You are chairman, chief executive of a company. So this February, go and ask people in the oil and gas, how nate they do them? Ask contractors, how do you do it? I want to go to China for export and import. Before you go and vanish, find out how people go and return. In every business, there are codes. In every transaction, there are codes. Find out information on the subject matter.
A man of God like Pastor Charles, like I said before, he is someone I admire because of the way he preaches, right? Sometimes I will come across a video where he will say things that I will appreciate. And sometimes I'll come across a video where he says things that I will totally be disappointed in him. But nevertheless, humans sometimes are unpredictable, and the things we say and do sometimes, one can only but wonder why we say or do them. So what he is saying in this video made a lot of sense. Sometimes we complain about not being successful. We complain about our lives not being the way we want. We complain about things not going on in our lives the way we want, right? But we forget to take heed of the fact that we are sometimes responsible for some of the things that go on in our lives. That we are responsible for some of the things that happen in our lives. That sometimes our actions or inactions are to be blamed for our present situations. Sometimes we might want things for ourselves, but we are not willing to do the hard work that will enable us get that thing. We might want to become a successful social media influencer. We might want to become one of those people that have huge platforms, that have a lot of followings. But we are not doing what would get us there. Like, for example, we are not recording videos every day to post on our own platforms. We are not doing research to see how those people who have succeeded in building the following that they have did, right? We are not willing to learn. We are not willing to acquire knowledge. We want something, but we are not willing to do the hard work. That is what Pastor Charles is saying here. That if you were given a contract, or if someone called you that there is this job somewhere that needs to be done, are you sure you are equipped enough to take on that job? Are you sure you are in that position to carry out that job? Are you really sure? So rather than us sitting and crying and blaming people or wanting quick fix from God, we can be proactive. We can actually get out there and acquire skills. We can meet people who are knowledgeable than us and ask them to teach us, to educate us. We can start taking the small and slow steps that will enable us achieve what we want to achieve in the nearest future. We can start putting all these necessary steps in place that is going to help us get to where we want to be in the future. Because just sitting here and complaining won't actually help us. Just sitting here and thinking that things will get fixed on their own won't help us. Just sitting here and procrastinating about the future won't get us anywhere, because procrastination is our greatest enemy. We procrastinate day in, day out, but fail to take actions. In order for you to get to where you want to be in the future, you must start now to do the things that will get you there. A journey of 100 miles starts with a single step. So rather than sitting and fasting and praying and thinking that God will do all these things for you miraculously, you can get up from your bed, go into the street and start hustling. You can get out from your bed, go into the market and start selling. Anything is better than nothing. I tell people, things are way more difficult than we actually think they are, I have always thought that doing this channel was gonna bloom within days or weeks or months, right? But I have done this for years now, and I'm still struggling. I'm still struggling. Things are really, really hard. Things are really, really difficult. But we must start doing them. If we really want to get to where we think we want to get, we must start doing them. That is the only way we shall ever, ever become successful. So, my brothers and sisters, listen to what Pastor Charles has said. Go out there, acquire skills. First of all, have a plan. What do you want to do? Or where do you want to be? Or who do you want to become 10, 20 years from now? And start working towards achieving that goal. Start taking the necessary steps that will enable you get there in the future. Start taking the slow and painful steps consistently and work your way towards where you want to be in the future or who you want to become in the future. That is the only way you can achieve what you want. You won't get it by praying. You won't get it by fasting. You won't get it by sowing seed. You will only get it by working real hard. Real hard. So, to you guys out there, let's hear your take in the comment section below. What do you think about what the man of God said in this video? Share that thought and opinion with us in the comment section below, because like always, we love hearing what you have to say. Please do us a favor, like this video, share it, subscribe to the channel, because that helps us a lot. I shall forever be grateful to you.